everyone, welcome back to the Money Finance Wealth channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for everyone, regardless of age or income retirement planning. We're tackling the age-old question, is it better to start early, or is it possible to successfully catch up if you're a bit behind the curve? We'll be dissecting the benefits of early planning, the challenges of starting later, and providing concrete, actionable steps you can take to secure your financial future, no matter where you are on your journey. Before we get started, if you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning listener viewer, thank you for your continued support. Please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on valuable insights into managing your money, investing wisely, and building lasting wealth. We're committed to providing you with the knowledge you need to achieve your financial goals. Let's jump right in. Let's begin by exploring the undeniable advantages of starting your retirement planning as early as possible. Think of it as planting a seed in fertile ground. The sooner you plant it, the more time it has to grow and flourish. The magic ingredient here is, of course, compound interest. Compound interest, in its simplest form, is earning interest on your initial investment and on the interest you've already earned. Albert Einstein famously called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's a powerful force that can significantly accelerate your wealth accumulation over time. Let's break this down further with a real-world example using an investment vehicle like a Roth IRA. To illustrate this, let's consider two hypothetical individuals, Sarah and Tom. Sarah starts investing $200 per month at age 25 into a Roth IRA, while Tom doesn't start until age 35, investing the same $200 per month into his own Roth IRA. Both choose a diversified index fund that tracks the S&P 500, assuming an average annual return of 7%, which is a historical average, but past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Let's look at how their investments grow over time. It's crucial to remember that market returns can fluctuate, and some years will be higher or lower than 7%. We use this number for illustrative purposes. By age 65, Sarah will have invested $96,000 of her own money, $200 times 12 months times 40 years. Tom, on the other hand, will have invested $72,000, $200 times 12 months times 30 years. However, thanks to the power of compounding, Sarah's retirement account will be significantly larger than Tom's. She could potentially have over $570,000, while Tom might only have around $270,000. And because this is a Roth IRA, those withdrawals in retirement are potentially tax-free. That's a difference of roughly $300,000, all because Sarah started just 10 years earlier. It really underscores the point that time is your greatest ally when it comes to retirement planning. This is why, even with small amounts, starting early makes a huge difference. Beyond the sheer power of compounding, starting early offers several other key advantages. Lower financial stress. When you start early, you don't need to contribute as much each month to reach your retirement goals. This can significantly reduce financial stress and free up more of your income for other things. Think of it as a marathon versus a sprint. Starting early allows you to pace yourself. Greater risk tolerance. Younger investors typically have a longer time horizon, which means they can afford to take on more risk in their investment portfolios. This could mean allocating a larger percentage of their assets to stocks, which have historically offered higher returns than bonds over the long term. Consider investing in a mix of growth stocks, which are companies expected to grow at a faster rate than the overall market. However, higher risk also means a higher potential for loss, so it's essential to do your research and understand your risk tolerance. Diversifying across different sectors and industries within the stock market can also mitigate risk. More flexibility. Starting early gives you more flexibility to adjust your retirement plan as your life changes. You can increase your contributions, change your asset allocation, or even take a break from investing if necessary without derailing your long-term goals. For example, if you experience a temporary job loss, you can pause your contributions and resume them when you're back on your feet. Opportunity to learn and adapt. The earlier you start, the more time you have to learn about investing and develop a sound financial strategy. You can experiment with different investment options, learn from your mistakes, and adapt your approach as you gain more experience. This could involve reading books on personal finance, taking online courses, or even consulting with a financial advisor. Okay, so we've established that starting early is the ideal scenario. But what if you're already in your 30s, 40s, or even 50s and haven't started saving for retirement? Don't panic. It's definitely possible to catch up, but it will require a more aggressive and disciplined approach. It also requires a very honest assessment of your current financial situation and a willingness to make some potentially difficult choices. The biggest challenge facing late starters is the reduced time horizon. You have fewer years to save and less time for your investments to grow through the magic of compounding. This means you'll need to contribute significantly more each month to reach your retirement goals. Let's revisit our hypothetical friends, Sarah and Tom. But this time, let's say that Tom realizes he's behind and decides to invest $600 per month starting at age 35 into the same S&P 500 index fund within his Roth IRA, compared to Sarah's consistent $200 per month from age 25. Even with a much larger monthly contribution, Tom might still struggle to catch up to Sarah by age 65. He'll have invested a total of $216,000, $600 times 12 months times 30 years, considerably more than Sarah's $96,000. However, depending on market conditions and the specific investments chosen, he still may not have as much as Sarah, because compounding will not have as long to work. The earlier contributions have more time to generate earnings. In addition to increased contributions, late starters may also need to consider other strategies to accelerate their retirement savings. Delay retirement. Working a few extra years can make a significant difference. Not only will you continue to earn income and contribute to your retirement accounts, but you'll also have fewer years in retirement to fund. This also allows Social Security benefits to potentially increase. Reduce expenses. Cutting back on discretionary spending can free up more money to put towards retirement savings. Take a hard look at your budget and identify areas where you can trim expenses. This might involve downsizing your home, driving a less expensive car, or cutting back on entertainment expenses. Consider a side hustle. Earning extra income through a part-time job or side hustle can provide a significant boost to your retirement savings. Think about your skills and interests and find a side hustle that you enjoy and that can generate extra income. This could involve freelancing, driving for a ride-sharing service, or selling products online. Maximize catch-up contributions. The IRS allows individuals age 50 and older to make additional catch-up contributions to their retirement accounts. This can be a valuable tool for those who are behind on their savings. For example, in 2023, individuals age 50 and over could contribute an additional $7,500 to their 401k plans. Check the current IRS guidelines for the most up-to-date limits. Aggressive investing with caution. While a longer time horizon allows for more risk, those catching up might be tempted to take excessive risk to accelerate growth. This can be a double-edged sword. It's essential to balance the need for higher returns with the potential for significant losses. Diversification and careful risk management are crucial. This could involve investing in smaller cap stocks, emerging markets, or real estate. However, be sure to do your research and understand the risks involved. It's important to acknowledge the emotional and psychological challenges of catching up. It can be stressful to feel like you're behind on your retirement savings, and it can be tempting to give up. But it's important to stay focused on your goals and take consistent action. Breaking down your overall goal into smaller, more manageable steps can help you stay motivated and on track. Whether you're an early starter or trying to catch up, there are some fundamental retirement planning strategies that everyone should follow. Determine your retirement needs. The first step in retirement planning is to estimate how much money you'll need to live comfortably in retirement. Consider factors such as your desired lifestyle, healthcare costs, and potential inflation. This isn't just about covering basic expenses. It's about envisioning the retirement you want. Do you want to travel extensively, pursue hobbies, support grandchildren? All of these things impact your financial needs. A common rule of thumb is that you'll need about 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income to maintain your current standard of living. However, this is just a general guideline and your individual needs may vary. Some retirees find they spend less because they no longer have commuting costs or work-related expenses. Others find they spend more due to increased healthcare costs or leisure activities. Consider using a retirement calculator to get a more personalized estimate. Many financial websites offer these calculators for free. Set realistic goals. Once you've estimated your retirement needs, you can set realistic goals for how much you need to save each month. Be honest with yourself about what you can realistically afford to contribute, and adjust your goals as needed. Don't be afraid to start small. Even small contributions can make a big difference over time. The key is to be consistent and gradually increase your contributions as your income grows. Automating your savings can also help you stay on track. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your retirement accounts each month. Take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans. If your employer offers a 401k or other retirement plan, take full advantage of it. These plans often offer matching contributions, which is essentially free money. Contributing enough to get the full match is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. Understand the vesting schedule for employer matching contributions. Vesting is the process by which you gain ownership of your employer's contributions to your retirement account. Make sure you stay with your employer long enough to become fully vested. Consider Roth versus traditional retirement accounts. Understand the difference between Roth and traditional retirement accounts and choose the option that's best for your individual circumstances. With a traditional IRA or 401k, your contributions are tax deductible, but your withdrawals in retirement will be taxed. This can be a good option if you expect to be in a lower tax bracket in retirement than you are now. With a Roth IRA or 401k, your contributions are not tax deductible, but your withdrawals in retirement will be tax-free. This can be a good option if you expect to be in a higher tax bracket in retirement than you are now. Consider your current income and expected future income when making this decision. Diversify your investments. Diversification is a key strategy for managing risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across a variety of asset classes such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. Within stocks, diversify across different sectors, industries, and company sizes. Within bonds, diversify across different maturities and credit ratings. Consider investing in international stocks and bonds to further diversify your portfolio. Rebalance your portfolio regularly. Over time, your asset allocation may drift away from your target due to market fluctuations. Rebalancing your portfolio involves selling some assets that have performed well and buying assets that have underperformed to bring your portfolio back into balance. This helps you maintain your desired risk level and stay on track to meet your retirement goals. Review and adjust your plan regularly. Retirement planning is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires regular review and adjustments. As your life changes, your retirement plan may need to change as well. Be sure to review your plan at least once a year and make any necessary adjustments. This should include reviewing your asset allocation, contribution levels, and retirement goals. Factor in inflation. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of money over time. Be sure to factor in inflation when estimating your retirement needs and setting your savings goals. A seemingly comfortable amount today might not be enough in 20 or 30 years. Use a realistic inflation rate when projecting your future expenses. Plan for healthcare costs. Healthcare costs are a significant expense in retirement. Be sure to factor in the cost of health insurance, prescription drugs, and potential long-term care needs. Research Medicare options and consider purchasing supplemental insurance. Consider long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance can help protect you from the potentially devastating costs of long-term care, such as nursing home care or in-home care. However, long-term care insurance can be expensive, so be sure to shop around and compare policies. Create a withdrawal strategy. Once you reach retirement, you'll need a strategy for withdrawing money from your retirement accounts. Consider factors such as your tax situation, your desired lifestyle, and the longevity of your assets. Work with a financial advisor to develop a sustainable withdrawal strategy that will allow you to maintain your desired lifestyle throughout retirement. Avoiding common retirement planning mistakes is just as important as following sound strategies. Here are some pitfalls to watch out for, with specific examples to illustrate the risks. Procrastination. The biggest mistake is simply not starting early enough. We've already emphasized the power of compounding, and delaying puts you at a significant disadvantage. For example, waiting until age 40 to start saving, even with aggressive contributions, means you've missed out on 15 years of potential growth. not saving enough. Many people underestimate how much money they'll need to live comfortably in retirement. Be realistic about your expenses and set ambitious but achievable savings goals. Assuming you can live on $2,000 a month in retirement when your current expenses are $5,000 is a recipe for disaster. Investing too conservatively, especially early on. While it's important to manage risk, investing too conservatively can limit your potential returns, especially when you are younger. Consider a more balanced or growth-oriented portfolio early in your career, and gradually shift to a more conservative approach as you approach retirement. For instance, investing solely in low-yield bonds when you're in your 20s means you're missing out on the potential growth of the stock market. Investing too aggressively, especially later on. Conversely, taking on too much risk, especially as you near retirement, can be disastrous. A significant market downturn could wipe out a large portion of your savings and force you to delay retirement or reduce your standard of living. Putting all your retirement savings into a risky tech stock right before you retire is a high-stakes gamble that could backfire. Raiding your retirement accounts. Withdrawing money from your retirement accounts before retirement should be avoided unless absolutely necessary. Not only will you have to pay taxes and penalties on the withdrawals, but you'll also lose out on the potential for future growth. Taking out $10,000 from your 401k to buy a new car might seem tempting, but it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars in lost retirement income. Failing to diversify. As mentioned earlier, diversification is crucial for managing risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Investing all your money in your employer's stock is risky because your retirement savings are tied to the success of a single company. Ignoring fees can eat into your investment returns over time. Be aware of the fees associated with your retirement accounts and choose low-cost investment options whenever possible. Paying 1% or more in annual fees on your retirement account can significantly reduce your returns over the long term. Look for low-cost index funds or ETFs, not seeking professional advice. Retirement planning can be complex, and it's often beneficial to seek professional advice from a qualified financial advisor. Trying to navigate the complexities of retirement planning on your own can lead to mistakes that could cost you dearly. Social Security and pensions can play a role in your retirement income, but it's important to understand their limitations and plan accordingly. These should be considered a supplement, not the foundation of your retirement income. Social Security. Social Security is a government-sponsored program that provides retirement, disability, and survivor benefits. The amount of your Social Security benefit is based on your earnings history. It's important to note that Social Security is not designed to be your sole source of retirement income. It's intended to supplement your savings and other sources of income. You can estimate your Social Security benefits by using the Social Security Administration's online calculator. However, remember that these are just estimates and that future Social Security benefits could be affected by changes in legislation. Also, be aware of the full retirement age for Social Security. This is the age at which you can receive your full retirement benefit. You can start receiving benefits as early as age 62, but your benefit will be reduced. You can also delay receiving benefits until age 70, which will increase your benefit. Weigh the pros and cons of claiming Social Security early versus delaying it. Pensions. Pensions are employer-sponsored retirement plans that provide a guaranteed stream of income in retirement. However, pensions are becoming less common, and many employers have replaced them with 401k plans. Even if you have a pension, understand the terms and potential pitfalls. Some pensions are not fully funded, which could impact your benefits. If you have a pension, be sure to understand the terms and conditions of the plan. Find out how much you'll receive in retirement, when you'll be eligible to start receiving benefits, and what happens if you leave your job before retirement. Also, understand the survivor benefits and what happens to your pension if you die before retirement. Let's address some specific challenges and scenarios that people often face when planning for retirement, offering practical solutions. Debt. Carrying significant debt can make it difficult to save for retirement. Prioritize paying off high-interest debt, such as credit card debt, before focusing on retirement savings. Consider using the debt snowball or debt avalanche method to pay down your debt. The debt snowball method involves paying off your smallest debts first to gain momentum, while the debt avalanche method involves paying off your highest interest debts first to save money on interest. Job loss. Losing your job can derail your retirement plans. If you lose your job, try to find a new one as soon as possible. In the meantime, consider tapping into your emergency fund to cover your expenses. You may also be able to roll over your 401k from your previous employer into an IRA. Maintain a strong emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Consider consolidating your retirement accounts to one account. Divorce. Divorce can have a significant impact on your retirement savings. If you're going through a divorce, be sure to discuss your retirement assets with your attorney and financial advisor. Understand how your retirement assets will be divided in the divorce settlement. Consider using a qualified domestic relations order, QDRO, to divide retirement accounts. Unexpected expenses. Unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or home repairs, can throw off your retirement plans. Build an emergency fund to cover these expenses. Automate your savings to your emergency fund to make it a habit. Research ways to lower your monthly expenses. Supporting family members. Many people find themselves in a position where they need to support family members, such as children or aging parents. This can make it difficult to save for retirement. Be realistic about your financial situation and set realistic goals. Have open and honest conversations with your family members about your financial limitations. Explore available resources and government assistance programs to help support your family members. The economic climate can have a significant impact on your retirement plans. Factors such as inflation, interest rates, and stock market volatility can all affect your savings. It's crucial to stay informed and adapt your strategy as needed. Inflation. As mentioned earlier, inflation erodes the purchasing power of money over time. Be sure to factor in inflation when estimating your retirement needs and setting your savings goals. Consider investing in assets that tend to perform well during periods of high inflation, such as real estate or commodities. Series 1 bonds are inflation-protected bonds offered by the U.S. Treasury. Interest rates. Interest rates can affect the returns on your investments. When interest rates are low, it can be difficult to generate high returns on bonds and other fixed income investments. Consider diversifying your fixed income portfolio and investing in bonds with longer maturities. Stock market volatility. The stock market can be volatile, and market downturns can significantly impact your retirement savings. Be prepared for market fluctuations and don't panic. Sell your investments during a downturn. Maintain a long-term perspective and don't try to time the market. Rebalance your portfolio regularly and stick to your investment strategy. A diversified portfolio can help weather the storm during periods of market volatility. Retirement planning can be complex, and it's often beneficial to seek professional guidance from a qualified financial advisor. A financial advisor can help you assess your financial situation, set realistic retirement goals, develop a personalized retirement plan, choose appropriate investments, manage risk, and monitor your progress and make adjustments as needed. Navigating these complexities can be daunting, whether you're just starting out or trying to catch up. That's why seeking professional guidance can be a game changer. In that spirit, we want to acknowledge the support of Actionable Wealth Management. If you're looking for expert assistance with your retirement planning or any other financial matter, don't hesitate to reach out to Actionable Wealth Management. You can contact them at 88-336-8586, email them at info@fennel.com, or visit their website at fennelwealthmanagement.com. They are ready to help you build a secure and prosperous future. They are dedicated to providing personalized financial advice and guidance to individuals at all stages of their financial journey. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Now let's break down some actionable steps you can take today to improve your retirement planning. Consider this your personal checklist. Calculate your retirement needs. Use online calculators or consult with a financial advisor to estimate how much money you'll need to live comfortably in retirement. Review your budget. Identify areas where you can cut expenses and free up more money for retirement savings. Enroll in your employer's retirement plan. If your employer offers a 401k or other retirement plan, Enroll and contribute enough to get the full match. Open an IRA. If you don't have access to an employer-sponsored retirement plan, open an IRA and start contributing regularly. Diversify your investments. Spread your investments across a variety of asset classes such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. Rebalance your portfolio. Rebalance your portfolio at least once a year to maintain your target asset allocation. Review your beneficiaries. Make sure your beneficiaries are up to date on all your retirement accounts. Create a will and estate plan. Ensure your assets will be distributed according to your wishes after you pass away. Consult with a financial advisor. Get personalized advice and guidance from a qualified financial advisor. Start now. The most important step is to take action today. Don't wait until tomorrow to start planning for your retirement. That wraps up our deep dive into retirement planning, starting early versus catching up. Remember, whether you're in your 20s or your 50s, it's never too late to take control of your financial future. The important thing is to take action, stay informed, and adapt your strategy as needed. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the Money, Finance, Wealth channel for more valuable insights into managing your money, investing wisely, and building lasting wealth. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.